Bernie, and I am speaking on behalf of victim assistance. My reason for being here today is that being in law enforcement, I have firsthand knowledge of the impressive impact that they have on the citizens that are victims of crimes. But tonight, I am here as a survivor from a homicide. My sister, Gwendolyn Hobley Bell, she was murdered. A person who said that they loved her poured lamp oil over her and set her on fire. From this, we went to over 70 court-related incidents where we had to go through trial, appeals, pre-trials, and things of that nature. In each of those that we went to, I must say that through the help of victim assistance with specific interest to the advocate Donna Wilson and Joe Lopez, they stood by my family's side. They was there for us in every capacity. I stand before you because it is in my profound hope that you see the significance of this program. You truly have an entity where it is for the people that are victims of crimes, but also for survivors such as myself and all the other people that could not be here tonight. I thank you, and I do appreciate your assistance in this.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak. I'm a firearms prosecutor with the State Attorney's Office, and I would like to say a few words on behalf of the Victim Assistance Program, the State Attorney's Office. I would like members of the board for you to consider the number 41,000. That is the number of victims every single year that is served by the Victim Assistance Program of the State Attorney's Office. Perhaps you as members of the board might have had in your personal life the experience of the loss of a loved one and have had to deal with in that environment all the things that are associated with the loss of a loved one, and so much is required of you in that kind of a state. I want you to imagine for the next 2 years having to deal with that scenario and that loss every single time the case is brought up in court under circumstances where you don't know what's going on. Perhaps you might never have seen a law enforcement officer or the court system. And in that environment, what you have, right from the very time of the crime scene through to the sentencing, is a victim advocate to help you, to talk with you, and support with you during all that time and during all that period. The Victim Assistance Program does everything from providing soup cans and clothing to homeless victims, to mental health counseling, to providing financial assistance to victims that have to be obtained from the Crime Compensation Fund. They're also vital to that office because at least 5 of them are bilingual, and they provide services that provide translation for victims and witnesses for us under circumstances where I can tell you personally I've had victims that I would have been unable to communicate with if they hadn't. And specialty services to help people that are sex abuse victims. They also are cross-trained to help DUI manslaughter and murder victims. They're vital for those 41,000 people. I ask you keep them in mind.
Thank you, Mr. Falcone.